Today on Bridge City News, thousands are gathered today at the Humboldt Arena to commemorate the one-year anniversary of the Humboldt Broncos bus crash. The SNC Laval controversy continues to dog the Prime Minister even as he makes announcements to fund affordable housing. And the playoff round of the World Men's Curling Championship got underway today with Canada once again coming up big.
Your nation, your province, your southern Alberta. From the heart of Lethbridge, it's Bridge City News Weekend Edition with Paul Arthur.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Arthur with the Weekend Edition of Bridge City News. Today marks the first anniversary of the deadly Humboldt Broncos bus crash that killed 16 and injured 13. The Humboldt Arena is packed to capacity for a memorial service which is currently underway. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Conservative leader Andrew Scheer both released statements honoring the victims. Many took time to stop at the site of the crash to pay their respects. And people across Canada, including first responders, left hockey sticks outside their front doors in a show of honor and remembrance. The Boulay family is in attendance, but plans to be back in Lethbridge tomorrow to host Green Shirt Day in honor of their late son, Logan. The event, in conjunction with the Canadian Transplant Association and Canadian Blood Services, will raise awareness of the importance of organ donation. Everyone is invited for a free family skate at the ATB Centre starting at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon, with green shirts available for the first 270 people. The playoff round of the World Men's Curling Championships got underway this morning at the NMAX Centre with a lot on the line for Kevin Cooey's Canadian rink. And Canada did what needed to be done, downing Team Scotland 6-5. Just yesterday, Cooey defeated Switzerland in round-robin play, and that is the team Canada will now face again tonight at 7 p.m. with the winner advancing to tomorrow's gold medal match.
We had control the whole game, and we did a great job just keeping it that 1 point lead with maintain that the whole way, and it was a little nerve-wracking at the end, but we got the job done and we're moving on.
And then let's look ahead to tonight. Obviously a very good Swiss team. You got the best of them in the round robin. Does that mean anything tonight?
No, it never does. I mean, all that matters is tonight's game. Who wins tonight? Beating them in the round robin is meaningless now. So, we want this bad, and hopefully we can come out and play the same way.
The Kodiaks 10-4 road race is Lethbridge's oldest ongoing running event, with the very first race dating back to 1974. It took place this morning with an all-new river bottom course layout starting at the Helen Schuler Nature Center.
This event is a fundraiser for Kodiaks indoor track and cross-country running. So the proceeds of this event go solely to that team, and so we use it for everything, to pay for uniforms, to help pay for shoes and things like that, the costs that we incur over the span of a season. It's an event that's open to the community, and so we have kids as young as 12 participating, and then we have individuals over the age of 60 that are partaking in the event. There's one individual that we have here. This is his 45th 10-4 road race. So he's done all of them with the exception of one, I believe.
Meanwhile, the Lethbridge College Agriculture Entrepreneur in Residence, or AGENT program, is wrapping up their inaugural year, giving students a chance to demonstrate their skills at the Innovate Ag competition. Each week, 30 students from across campus have been meeting to dig into issues affecting the agriculture sector. And today, they had the opportunity to pitch their innovative solutions to a panel of industry judges. The students on the winning team were Grant Vosabelt, Mallory Adams, and Evan Weir, each taking home a $500 prize. An incident at a home on 20th Avenue in Coaldale, Alberta yesterday evening received an unusually heavy police presence, including a tactical team from the Lethbridge Police Department. The situation apparently involved a person in distress, and for a short time some Coaldale streets were closed, with residents asked to shelter in place as a precaution. Friends of the individual managed to calm things down, and police say there is no danger to the public and they will not be making any arrests in this case. BC Premier John Horgan is making it a requirement that engineered wood be used where possible in public infrastructure projects in an effort to revive the forestry business. The industry is facing unique challenges with reduced timber supply, lower prices, and record wildfire seasons over the past 2 summers. Horgan told the Council of Forest Industries convention in Vancouver yesterday that enhancing competitiveness for the industry means shifting some production from high volume to high value. The province has $20 billion worth of infrastructure projects planned. Health officials are investigating an outbreak of salmonella in 6 provinces that has sickened 63 people, including 18 who have been hospitalized. The Public Health Agency of Canada says there are laboratory-confirmed cases in BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. The source of the bacterial infection has not been identified, and the outbreak appears to be ongoing. 2 deaths have been reported, but the agency says it has not been determined whether salmonella was a contributing cause. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made a stop in Toronto yesterday about his plan for affordable housing. He was also asked by reporters about the outcome of the SNC Laval affair and if he believes the situation could have been handled better.
I think there is a broad range of things we reflect on needing to do better in the future, but the fundamental issue of a disagreement between the former Attorney General and myself and my office was something that we accept. Existed. We tried very hard to make sure that we were moving forward in the right way. Unfortunately, there was an erosion and a breakdown of trust that proved that we were unable to move forward together. But we're going to continue to focus on the things that matter, like this historic investment in housing for Toronto.
The ongoing controversy is having an effect on voter intentions, with the most recent Angus Reid poll showing the Liberals trailing the Conservatives by 9 percentage points. Indigenous Services Minister Seamus O'Regan says his department is following up on concerns a consultant in Cat Lake First Nation reportedly has a contract which entitles him to 10% of any new federal money going to the reserve, which would make for a $1.3 million payout based on the recent $12.8 million housing agreement with Ottawa.
Canadians were shocked by the horrific conditions facing families in Cat Lake, and this community was desperate for help with the mold and housing crisis. The recent agreement with the government is a new beginning, and yet we're hearing reports that an outside consultant is attempting to force the community to pay $1.2 million. This is money that should be spent on housing and improving the lives of the people. So the minister explained the steps this government will take to ensure that those funds go to help the people and not to make some outside consultant a millionaire.
Our work has always been focused on supporting the people of Cat Lake. Housing money will go to housing. It's as simple as that. Housing money goes to housing. It's why we signed an agreement with the community and with Wendigo First Nations and no one else. And reports that are coming out now of practices by consultants that other First Nations leaders, but also the Chief of Cat Lake, are calling parasitic and atrocious, are deeply troubling to us, and we will be following through.
A U.S. House Committee chairman has formally asked the IRS to provide 6 years of President Trump's personal tax returns and the returns for some of his businesses. Democrats are seeking information about Trump's financial dealings and potential conflicts of interest. A lawyer representing Trump says a request for the tax returns would set a dangerous precedent if granted, and argues the IRS cannot legally divulge the information and that this is merely an effort by one political party to harass someone from the other party. In a controversial move, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on Thursday repealed its rules that had prohibited baptisms for children living with gay parents. With the change, children can now be baptized as long as their parents approve the baptisms and acknowledge that the children will be taught church doctrine. The Mormon Church said it still considers same-sex relationships to be a serious transgression. The rule change has drawn mixed reaction from church members.
This is an important step forward with the relationship between the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the LGBT community. It's driven a wedge between parents and children, aunts and uncles and siblings. And so I'm hopeful that this move today will really help bring families back together.
I've known a lot of people that have been really confused by that policy, and it's been a real struggle for them being members of the church and feeling like, I don't know, like we don't accept gay people as much.
Okay, we can love them and try to help them through this, but they have a ways to go to be temple worthy.
Recapping one of our top stories this hour, the Humboldt Arena is packed to capacity for a memorial service which is currently underway to honor the victims and families. And a look at weekend weather, a few clouds overnight with a low near +3. Then for tomorrow, another windy day with a southwest wind gusting from 50 to 70, a mix of sun and cloud, and a high of 14 degrees. There's a lot on the line in our upcoming provincial election, with education being one of the priorities, especially for parental rights. Hal Roberts spoke with with Donna Trimble with Parents for Choice in Education. That's coming up next. But first, here's a look at what's happening in and around your community.
Here's your Bridge City News community calendar. Looking to sell some extra items after decluttering your home? Come and sell your old treasures at the Windy City Bazaar Flea Market and Yard Sale on Saturday, April 13th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Royal Canadian Legion in Lethbridge. This is also open to small home-based businesses looking to sell and market their products. For vendor inquiries, email lethbridgewindycitybazaar@gmail.com. And for more information, check it out on Facebook, Windy City Bazaar Flea Market and Yard Sale. If you're looking for a new-to-you bike, come out to the Lethbridge Bike Swap at Exhibition Park's North Pavilion on Saturday, April 27th. Sell, buy, or donate a bike. Admission is $2 for adults, and kids 12 and under are free. Bikes can be dropped off at 9 a.m. Find all kinds of used bikes that are refurbished or can be purchased as is. For more information, visit albertabikeswap.ca.